Don't go back again. Please don't.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy KidSmoove back with another episode of Let's Talk Games, and I got the crew with me. We're gonna start off with Darian is King. Go ahead.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Darian S. King, and I am back here with my peoples.
And you know I had to bring back my man E-Rock, man. He did a good job in the last podcast. He held the Xbox down, please.
Yo, guys, it's great to be back. Thanks to KidSmoove for inviting me back. I want to give a shout out to all my Xbox brothers. Keep representing the brand and get ready for Tuesday. You know what's going down Tuesday.
And here's go my big spending big bro, my boy from Shot-Town. Is he listening?
The Shot-Town baller.
Is she eating a Snickers rise?
Yeah, he drinking that juice. He had to duck down for a second. He in Shot-Town, remember?
All right.
My bad. Phil Spencer called me on the other end. I had to talk to him.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You want to kick it with us?
Shut yourself out, Rise.
It's your boy Rice.
And then we got the most hated person in the damn podcast. Please.
I actually kind of like the guy.
Yeah,
Nah,
you actually kind
none
of
of
like
the
me. I
viewers
like
hate
the
me.
New York
Yeah,
Jets. You
bro.
actually kind of like me.
Okay.
So you want me to do my intro or what?
Yeah, do your intro, please.
Okay, PC Master Race, you're all console plebs. I'm better than all of you. 305 represent full life.
I officially hate the guy.
He dug his own grave.
Let me go ahead and yeah.
I crush you all. In my fist.
God. Oh my God, Alucard, if you're watching, please, tell him hello. I mean,
And before console pleb throws his controller at the computer screen for being mad.
Oh man. Okay, so today is Saturday, and come Monday night, a lot of us is gonna be preparing and amping for Sunset Overdrive. We're gonna talk a little bit more about that. But first, we did get to play my most anticipated game, or my most anticipated sports game, which was NBA Live 15, the trial. And there's been some crazy reactions. I don't know if you guys all checked out my review, but I did put out a review for that, so you can check that out. It is non-biased. But Darian, you got to play it, Mr. 2K Head. How you feel about what you experienced with NBA Live?
All right, so I'm gonna go into a little detail. The game, essentially, it was like when you first put in the game, it starts you off and you play as Damian Lillard, practicing the shots and stuff like that. You can quit out of there. You can quit out of the next thing is the preview finals, the Thunder versus the Cavaliers. Ain't nobody cared about that, so you can quit out of there.
Did they render a special Drake fan model for the Cavaliers?
No, but their music is A1. Shout out to the NBA EA Live people for putting in some music that actually basketball players will listen to.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you see what 2K has, and you see Hey Mama and all these bitch ass songs, and you playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? You're playing basketball. You don't want to listen to these songs. So shout out to EA for that. The game essentially was okay. I could see that they need a lot of work. All they need to do is sit down and talk to somebody, their community, talk to somebody around their community, and see how to actually make a simulation basketball game, because the game was so clumpy. It was so ass. It was just ass. The gameplay was ass. The dribbling mechanics was ass. The rim doesn't move when you dunk. It's just an ass game. There's several things wrong with the game, but there's several great things too. Like, you don't have to spend VC all the time just to rank up your guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to spend no VC. There's no VC included. You don't need VC for no sleeves, no armbands, no tattoos like you do in 2K. So that's a huge plus.
How are the tattoos? Do they actually have decent tattoos, or are they like?
Are way better than 2K. They are way better than 2K. Outstanding tattoos. Matter of fact, 2K need to take notes on how to do tattoos by them. You know what I'm saying? And
I want to make a comment on the soundtracks on 2K.
Okay.
Like, I used to play their hockey games, and Like the average 2K soundtrack used to be even worse than what it was before.
See,
Like
but
they would spend all their money on Crowd Chant by Joe Satriani, and then just put a bunch of like garbage indie songs that like no one cares about.
see, but this is the thing. 2K basketball, like their music used to be okay. Like it used to be great back in the day when they had Snoop Dogg. Back in the day when they had Lil Bow Wow. They had a lot of
Yeah.
Bow Wow. Oh
They
Lord.
had some great hits where you could say, okay, I can play basketball to this, or even be in the menu. Sometimes I just want to turn this shit off, bruh. 2K has fucked up with the music, but as far as the game goes, the gameplay, it was just ass to me. I just didn't like it.
All right. Before I get to my experience with NBA Live 15, I would tell you, like, the thing about 2K, like, we are not a fan of their soundtrack this year. I love Pharrell, but not in a basketball game.
Exactly.
The thing is that 2K, they got a much bigger budget for their music production. They can have anybody they want. So, like, you know, they got Jay-Z 2 years ago. They got LeBron to pick the playlist for last year's game, and then they got Pharrell to do this.
LeBron has bad taste in music. I just want to say that. Thank you.
Okay. And then they had Pharrell do this one. So they budget that's big, and it was like, I don't think they just wanted to go for the hottest name that popped. You know, whoever they can get that can make people turn their heads.
Lord, what is going on with this sound?
They just made like I think a bad decision with the music production. And like I said, it's not that the music is bad. It's just not what you would listen to playing the ball game. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But
tonight.
my experience with NBA Live, man, I have a love-hate relationship. You know, I did anticipate this game to be the best basketball game. I did put a lot of energy into it. I was a little disappointed, but to me, it's like, it's not the greatest. It's not dethroned in 2K. It does some things in the game that 2K doesn't. There are some things that it does better than 2K, but for the stuff that counts, it doesn't do better than 2K. You know, like gameplay, 2K got it. Online play, NBA Live does get it because they servers are
because ain't nobody on them bitches.
They servers work. Servers work.
You gotta think about this. 2K servers, they're ass. Not even gonna damage control that shit. It's ass servers. But
2K servers are the worst.
Yeah, exactly. They are bad servers. I want to say they are better than last year because last year you would be off to 2 to 3 weeks without playing NBA 2K. And this year they actually got it right. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was only down for like an hour, and 1 hour one day, 15 minutes another day. So I mean, I wasn't down for much. The real thing that they did was patch the park, and we can finally play in the park without getting kicked out. That's an amazing job by them. But yeah, you said there's some things that do better with. Hold on. You said some things. What does Live do better?
There's some things that Live does better than 2K, but the things that they do better aren't really the important things. You know what I mean? Whereas like, you know, the thing is, and you said something about their dribble. I think the dribbling is fine in the game. Is that when you transition for a shot, it's like, you know, it's just not fluid. Like, to me, this game, NBA Live 15, like I said, I have mixed emotions for the game. It is a secret pleasure game, not a secret pleasure, a guilty pleasure game. Like, you know, some people will like it and they don't want to let anybody know. But I'll tell you right now, I've been playing it. One day it was and then it was hey. You know, I'm enjoying it because I don't know. I do enjoy it. You know, the other day I was thinking about now I'm gonna cancel my pre-order on it, but I am enjoying it. It's not the best. It's not dethroned in 2K, but I was left a little bit disappointed. But looking at what they did with the last year's game, they will patch the hell out of the game over the next 6 months. So I mean,
but this one is better than the last one because the last one was just straight ass. They had to patch in the graphics. That's how bad the last one was.
Yeah, that's how bad last year's was.
I didn't even know you could patch in graphics. But anyway, the way I see Live right now, Live can be better. Like it seriously can be a better game than what it is.
Potential.
It has
Live used
potential
to be a very good game. They used to have 10. 10 was a very good game.
Their shots now. They don't have like people have signature shots, but they're all fast. You know what I'm saying? There's no rhythm to their shots. When you shoot the ball,
everybody has a fucking arc.
You damn near, everybody it shoots way up in the air. So everybody that shoots, you just shoot. You have to tap X. You really can't hold it for no rhythm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to shoot the whole time against KidSmoove. Nothing was going down because no shot had a rhythm to it.
I whipped Darian's ass, by the way. It was about like I beat him by like 25, 30 just so, and I ain't twitch it because I ain't want to
blow him out the house.
No, but this is what it is.
Turn him out the building?
No. He beat me, but he knows that the game was ass. I was dribbling, and he was getting steals. Like, how in the fuck did he get those steals? Just by like running into my player. No present X.
Man, you can do that on 2K.
No, not like this. Like,
dude, I just run into a guy in 2K and I just take the ball from him.
No.
Like,
when it comes to dribbling and
just run into you, take the ball.
It's way different because you could actually have rhythm and fluid and like the fluidity and transferring from your dribble to your shot to actually shooting the ball. Not everybody's shot has an arch. Not everybody's shot has a quickness to it. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's shot is fast. Everybody on NBA Live shooting wise is a fast shot, and it's like, how the hell did you get from there?
Yeah, I like 2K. They have like everybody's release. I mean, they even have Sean Marion's ugly flat shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, 2K is
my
more
boy
realistic.
Showstopper in here.
What's good? What's good, YouTube?
Shawn Michaels.
No, Showstopper. I don't know. Maybe he's a
Everybody's silent, making Showstopper sound like a damn wrestler and guy.
Yeah, I am, man. I'm sure. I'm telling you, bro.
And stuff.
Sweet chin music, bro. I'm Shawn Michaels.
Well, we'll let Show get settled in.
Anybody else play live though?
I played it.
Show did.
I played it.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you.
You don't like it. We should come back and see what Showstopper's opinions were on that game after
we will. Okay. We will.
Oh, I can't give my opinion now.
Check out my review of NBA Live 15. Please see it. You can probably find it as the latest video I did. And tell me if you agree or disagree. But I suggest everybody, if you have an opportunity to try it and really just judge for yourself. But one thing I am loving, after this latest update to the Xbox One, it has become my third greatest purchase in my life so far. Now,
forget about it, man. Forget about it.
Of all things you purchased? Wow.
What's your first two purchases? God damn.
The engagement ring for my fiance when
I okay, there you go, man. Wow.
And my first car, my 2001 Hyundai Sonata, $500.
I'm gonna put you on spot. What was your number one? What was your number one?
Head of
what?
What was your number one purchase?
Well, everything else is like, I don't know. I'll think of something that I bought that I was like, oh shit, that was cool. Maybe the Xbox One's the head of the Xbox 360. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, the Xbox One blows a 360 out of the water. Please, it's not even a competition. It's not even a discussion.
No, but this update, man, oh my god, I'm freaking loving it. I don't know, maybe Sad could show me how to do this later, but if I could, I would share my freaking, I guess, combo with the Elgato. I'll share. I can. There's a share screen feature, isn't it?
You need a capture.
Yeah, you can.
I have my capture card. Oh shit, but I don't feel like going through it right now. But I
don't even need a capture card games. I use OBS. I just stream straight from OBS on my video card.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But
PC Master Race.
PC Master Race.
Yeah. Console Pledge.
That's what's up.
Yeah, y'all some lonely motherfuckers though. But okay. The new Xbox update. If you guys are a part of the preview program, check for it, download it, whatever. Do whatever you can to get it. It's what we've been asking for. The custom backgrounds. Right now, I got my beautiful cartoon picture in the background of my Xbox now. And the whole bio thing is pretty cool. It's just I just sometimes just turn on Xbox just to look at the home screen.
Every month, a new feature, a new update, things you can actually use. I mean, they're just going balls to the walls with this console. I mean, They really don't have to do all of this. You guys understand that, right? They really don't have to keep updating this console. They really don't have to keep making this console better. They could just rest on their laurels and keep pumping out Halo games and pumping out Sunset Overdrives. But no, they're actually adding a 3D Blu-ray player, custom backgrounds, a media player. Just goes on and on and on and on. And that's what to me, that's next generation. I asked for features. I asked for all my features in one box, and that's why they call it Xbox One. It's the all-in-one console.
PC.
Dude, if you're not going to let me finish, we're going to be fighting again like last week.
I'll let you.
I hear a lot of these guys on YouTube, I don't like the name. The name is stupid. If I have to explain the name Xbox One, that is the all-in-one console, if I have to explain this to one more noob, one more idiot, my head's going to explode. And while we're on Xbox, since KidSmoove
Why is
brought
it
it up,
called the Xbox One? It's just the original Xbox One. It's called the Xbox One. It's a stupid name.
yeah, thanks, Ed. While we're on Xbox, so we don't hold up the show because we're all excited about Sunset Overdrive, I want to talk really fast to all my Xbox brothers, all you guys out there on YouTube like KidSmoove, who have been representing the brand, who've been Xbox strong, who've been supporting your brothers, supporting Microsoft, and supporting the games. While you get ready for Halo, the collection in a few weeks, while you get ready for Sunset Overdrive this Tuesday, and while you're enjoying these features, this great online, and all of these robust features, please, guys, please, all you Xbox fans, Xbox Nation from around the world, take time out this week to remember the original Xbox team. 3 names that you may have forgotten about: Seamus Blackley, Ed Freeze, and Jay Allard. Those 3 gentlemen are the reason why you're enjoying the Xbox brand right now. So remember those names: Seamus Blackley, Ed Freeze, and Jay Allard. Those were the dream makers. Those were the 3 dream weavers who, when Bill Gates said, listen, guys, I want to go after PlayStation. I want to do a PC-based console. I want to bring gaming back to America. Those were the 3 guys that made it happen. So when you play Sunset Overdrive and you're enjoying it this Tuesday, remember the original Xbox team, because they're the reason why you're Xbox strong right now. Thank you.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I got up and did a slow clap. I was sitting here like this.
Hey, sometimes you forget that there's a couple of guys I do, and we're reaping the benefits now. As he's talking about those features. Yeah, we're reaping the benefits now.
Yeah, we are.
Is showing yet?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
He's here.
Can you hear me?
Showstopper.
Yeah, I'm speaking. Can you hear me?
Right.
Do you got my mic on? I'm talking to you right now.
Put him on.
Okay. I can't hear him now.
He's here.
Let's try it again.
Play some games.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay.
Why can't I hear him though?
I don't
You
know
might
why.
got me muted, man. You know what I'm saying?
Stop
You
muting my
frauding. You unmuted me.
All right.
You turned into a pony real quick.
All right, because the thing is, I don't want to speak, so I don't know if I'm talking over him.
You ain't talking over me. I'm here.
Oh man.
Can you hear me?
But well, geez, we're gonna have to figure this out because I can't.
You dang old nigga.
Anybody else? Did anybody else try this? That game, Voice Commander.
I think you're the only guy that ever played that.
I heard about Voice Commander. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, try it.
Okay.
People, you want to see what happens? What people can use to connect for outside of motion controls?
Okay.
It was made by a few interns over the summer at Microsoft. It was made by an intern class, and the game is pretty much. I compare it to like a game like Resogun, Defender, and Geometry Wars and stuff like that. But the thing is, even though I don't like games like that, the objective is what got me caught up. It was that, for example, you have so much to do. You're protecting the Earth. You're out of space and you're protecting the Earth, right? You use your controller because this little ball you get to fight with that you're shooting out pellets and whatnot. But then you have to set up bases to defend other parts that can hit you from the left, that can hit you from the right. And the thing is, you have to do all that with your voice because you're gonna be too busy trying to shoot things with your controller. Wow. So you'll say build turret. and they'll ask you what kind of turret do you want. You want laser, you want a rocket, or do you want a shock turret?
Can you get a dildo turret?
What?
Can you use a dildo turret that shoots out dildos?
No. All right, no. But you get that. You tell her what turret, and then you tell her where you want to put the turret. You can tell her to put it. Oh, I want to add Delta. Oh, I want to add Alpha, right? And then and you'll set up. And anytime an enemy comes near it, they shoot. You could tell. You get this little like I don't want to call it like a Cortana like thing. You get this other thing that's with you that you have to tell her to do things to help you fight. You'll tell her. You'll say.
AKA Cortana.
You'll say Vox. You'll say Vox set mines. And she'll spit out mines. You could tell Vox to move so she can start. If you lost a turret on Alpha, you could tell Vox to go to Alpha and help defend the Alpha side of Earth. You know what I mean? It's a cool. It
sounds pretty badass.
8-bit indie type game. But the thing is, it was the objective. And the first thing I thought of was like, damn! Imagine if a developer, somehow implemented like the Kinect like this. There's never been really a game to use the voice control as a part where it's required.
Right.
Usually little gimmicks, you know what I mean?
Okay.
This where you need it. You need the voice control in order to, otherwise it just won't work. You can control the thing, but you're not going to get through anywhere. So the voice control is very vital. And the thing is, the voice control, it works. It's superb. There's no hiccups with it.
Voice commander.
You say what you need to say, it listens and it does it. Like I got a video clip of me telling I was fighting this big boss and I sent it over to the Alpha Quadrant and I had a nuke set up. I was like Vox fire nuke. Fire nuke killed it. It got like 3 achievements for it, but it was I was like, oh shit. But like you know what I mean? It's like a little 8-bit type game, but it wasn't that the game like I expected the game to be amazing. It was just like, oh shit, this is the first game to use the Kinect like differently, like you know what I mean? So
KidSmoove, you're trying to actually say that you had fun playing a video game. Wow. because we've gotten so far off topic.
No.
It's crazy.
He's not talking about any video game. He's talking about a Kinect game. He said there's a Kinect game that doesn't suck.
Yeah, he's having
That's
fun with the
news,
game.
man. That's something.
Yeah, hey, listen.
Hey, every game I played on Kinect was not very fun.
Yeah, but everybody, if you go check it out. It's called Voice Commander. If you can't find it in the game store, you can either Bing it if you have Kinect, or go to the Coming Soon. For some reason, it's still in the Coming Soon section, and you'll see it. It's Voice Commander.
Okay.
By the way, you should use Bing over Google because you get free Amazon gift cards through Bing.
But yo, Showstopper, give yourself a proper shout out. I'm sorry we had some technical difficulties earlier. You hear me? Yo, Show.
Sorry.
Showstopper not in here, right? I'm just fine. I think he went to
I
sleep.
thought he just came in.
Can we get my man Jabari Clark in the house? Come on, guys.
Jabari won't be available for a couple weeks. You know what I mean? We'll talk to him after the fall rush is over. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When we all lacking games, but we'll be recovering. You know what I mean? We'll talk to him like between December and January.
Man, if you got an Xbox, you be busy.
Yeah, but what else? How is anybody else liking the update? Darren, did you get the update? Oh, Showstopper, you finally here?
I'm here. I'm back, man.
All right, go ahead. Shout yourself out, man. Please.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showstopper, man. Let's get it. What's the questions?
All right, so Darren, want to hear your take on NBA Live since we took our 2 takes. So I already know what you're gonna say, so I'm gonna just mute my mic. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the game is trash.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Officer down.
Now, let me. That game sucks. But I'm gonna tell you what I did like about it. I like the how easy they made everything. For us when you passing and the alley oops, it's a lot easier. Just hitting the B button. They simplified the controller. Where you ain't got to do a whole lot like RT and all that other little stuff that you got to do on 2K to actually throw a hoop, which is not a big deal, but I just like
controls.
it. I just like it. But I like the college atmosphere that they kind of put in there. It wasn't like an NBA atmosphere, but it felt more like college to me. Like that, but they had some bugs in this game. I mean, some real bad bugs in this game where it was one time where I dunked and I know I scored, and they didn't even count the points. It made it look like I missed it or something. I was like, man, oh my God, this is trash. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of bugs in this game that kind of threw it off for me. You know, passing was a little bit difficult. Not passing, but like going to the hole, the way they had played defense. You know, the way you play defense on that game is just, it ain't really no defense at all. You just in the way, pretty much. So nothing has a purpose for what they doing. You know, like 2K, everything flows.
Mm-hmm.
It's more to basketball, where this just felt like a run and gun thing, where I can just come down, hit the green, and threes go in. I don't care if your hand in my face or not. I'm knocking that bad boy down.
NBA
That sounds
Jam.
like 2K to me.
You know what I'm saying? It was just that right there. I just thought it was just lackluster. I think this game is more like probably 3 years away of catching up with 2K. That's if 2K don't evolve.
Man, when I play 2K, I get
That's all I'm gonna
annoyed
say
at
on
that
it.
post, and then I beat that man to the
sucks.
hole, and then I like get that hard dunk on, and you know what happens to the ball? This shit just pops right out the rim and goes out of bounds.
Yeah,
every time.
it's okay. I mean, for what they had did, it was a good change of pace. But I think they are using an old engine. You know, it felt like, you know, older. It wasn't like an engine like what 2K is using, this up-to-date stuff where they revamped the engine. It's still like they're using that same old live engine, even though they said they're using a new one, but it still feels very familiar to what live used to be in the past. And it's just, I think we outgrown that. You know, I think basketball gamers are looking for a more in-depth game than what it used to be. You know, live back in the day used to be about how you just, I used to doodle on people. You know what I'm saying? When you dunk on them, like, you just got doodled on. You know what I'm saying? And,
Gotta play that replay for an
frustrated,
entire minute.
Get frustrated, like, oh man, shut up. You know, but that don't work no more. You know, I mean, we a little bit beyond that. I think we evolved as gamers, and this game is still left.
I gotta wonder, like, what do you think of like the newer sports games? As like sports games come out every year, and they always try to make the game more realistic. And I always get upset that their idea of realism is slower play and less control of the ball or puck, whatever. And the game making it they're trying to make it harder to score. I've never been a fan of that.
I mean, I think, you know, in basketball, you do need a challenge to push you to be a lot better. You know, the difficulties make you really learn the in-depth of the game. You know, like if 2K was just real easy where you can just blow past everybody, you really not. It's just a run and gun game.
I did that a lot.
You got to have
with the Heat.
you got to have something to kind of challenge you to you know, get better. You know, that's where your plays come in to play, and running offensive sets and, you know, defensive sets to kind of slow down and help you out. Where in the case of live, you know, when you switch to defense, they move out the way of the defender of the ball, and you got a free lane to the hole, and it's just, I just don't get that. That's kind of just off for me. You know, I'm gonna post my footage of it, man. I'm gonna show y'all what I was talking about, because I captured like 10 minutes of this game, and I was gonna do a review of it. But the glitches that I was talking about, where I dunked on a person and it missed, I have that, and it's just it's a lot missing. It's a lot missing, man. It's a lot missing. So, you know, it's just some bugs in that game. I don't know if they just, you know, I don't know. It's just some bugs in it. You know, that's just my point on the game. You know, it's not true to what 2K is. Just a better game right now, just because of
But how about
the
servers,
realism and where the server sucks, but the overall game is nice. You know, it's a little bit better than a lot better than live right now. And that's all. It ain't nothing bad with live. I just wouldn't pay $60 for it. It would feel more like a, you know, $25 game or something.
A $30 game.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I don't know, like, they always come out with a game every year. It's kind of annoying. Like every year, you're like, okay, I bought FIFA. I spent $60 on FIFA. Okay, I'm gonna go play Ultimate Team. Okay, I'm gonna go buy packs. And then like next year, all that means like it means dick.
I think I had said this before. I think hoop in general, all sports games, should just be DLC unless they change the engine.
Yeah.
Well, not even DLC.
I just think because
update the game.
nothing changed within the game. What I'm saying is like it's better graphics. They changed the button to make it feel more new, but when it comes down to it, it's really the same old stuff. And unless they change the engine, like what 2K went from to this year, how they changed the engine for that, it's not worth 60. Until they.
It feels like they do this every year, though. Like every year, they make something that's kind of wrong with the game, or they like leave out a feature on purpose, and then they add it next year, saying it's new.
Yeah.
It's like they haven't
make sure they get that 60.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty. Like.
Yeah.
And
like Madden used to do that damn the QB vision. Oh man, that shit was such a gimmick.
They do it because we keep buying.
QB vision was awful.
Mm-hmm.
But yo,
it's like, hey, look, I'm staring down this guy. Go control someone.
But if I had to give that game a grade, I'm gonna be honest. I'll give that grade. The game, because there was a lot of nice stuff in live. I did enjoy. The overall, I enjoyed the game. It's just what I expect from a basketball game. It didn't deliver on that point. But I give it a B. A low B.
B minus.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I can respect that.
Yeah.
Did you get the new update?
Yep.
How you liking it?
Loving it. I'm saying?
Don't you like those new
nice
features?
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's just like Mickey D's over here, bro, the way we get these updates. I'm loving it.
So
you sing that song, boy. It's Campbell so good over here, boy. It says, good.
Hey, show.
I feel for the ponies.
They don't want to hear that, show. You know that. They don't want to hear that, dude.
Hey,
you messing up, man. They don't want to hear that.
Sony consoles. They would like to know what's going on with PlayStation Network. Do we have anything for them?
Oh yeah. Where the hell Rise go? He has the PS4. I wanted to know more about that. Share play.
Share play.
No, the thing where you get like if I didn't have the game, right, and you had let's say I don't know, Infamous or something like that, like you can share the game with me, like without me having the game, without me having to download it, and I can like say if you can't beat a certain part, but I think I can do it, you can let me try it. It'll just somehow link over to my console and I can play it and whatnot.
What's the catch though?
The catch is obviously he can't play while I'm playing it.
You know with Sony, it's got to be a catch.
Sounds like you just sign into his account and just play for him on a save. You can do this on PC.
It sounds
Xbox.
I'm just waiting to hear more
well.
about it. But I mean, I'm waiting to hear more about it. It does sound interesting. I'm not gonna lie. The way that they were explaining it, they have a YouTube video on it. It's on like the PlayStation's channel, but it does sound interesting. I can't knock that.
You think they'll ever add game sharing like they had on the PSP?
I heard it was coming. I heard the family share is coming back to the Xbox One. So we should be expecting that pretty soon.
My Xbox family.
It was coming back. The family share needs that.
You guys need to put back games for Windows Live and add cross-platform games because that would be fun.
Yeah.
Then we got the Sunset Overdrive.
Yes, let's get to it. Yes.
How much are you guys gonna actually play that game when it comes out?
I already got that bad boy pre-downloaded. You talking about 8-player co-op? You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
goodness.
Listen.
I can't wait.
I put my $10 down in that game last week, and I got $50 in ones upstairs. I'm taking to GameStop, so I'm playing that game to death. Don't you worry about it.
From the strip club?
$50 in ones. And you better wash your hands before you get home.
Don't you worry, dude. Don't
this
you worry.
Boy was out there. This boy was out there dancing for these.
don't you worry. Xbox One owners are gonna play this game to death.
You
understand
go
what I'm
on
saying?
that GameStop with a fistful of ones. Oh, God.
You know what I mean? So,
Man, it's only
like, here,
50
take
ones.
this.
You won't even be able to
Hey,
afford the
so,
game. You better hope he
I'm
has
making
store
count it
credit.
too. I'm making count them ones out too. There you go, bro.
Yeah, dude, like the answer Dan's question, dude, like there's so much content in that game, and then the co-op only helps. So I'm gonna be playing it a lot from like that first week, that first initial week. I already took a day off from work to get some killer hours in there. It's just so having a game that you can actually have something to do and it's trying its own thing. It doesn't seem like it's a mimic of another game. Has a lot of elements to it and is bringing something new to the table. But like a lot of people keep saying
It looks like
the
Jet Set Radio with guns, and that might be fun.
Here we go.
No,
Yeah,
to me, it's like I
has a
saw the
point.
guy grinding on the rail, and to me, it looked like Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, well,
And that's not a bad thing, man. Like,
Yeah,
Jet Set Radio is a great game.
That's what Ted Price and his team said. They were inspired by all of the great classic games they played from the past, whether it was Dreamcast or PlayStation. They were inspired by even there's shades of Ratchet and Clank in this game.
You don't have to tell me that a game's original. I don't think you'll really see much of an original game because there's just so many games out there. It's going to be coming from something. So, I mean, I think people really need to get over the whole, oh, this game's not original. It's not totally not IP. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think a lot of people take that way too far when they look at games that people grab for inspiration. I think a lot of people, even you look in music, you look in everything, people grab inspiration from other folks. They get ideas of way they can improve and make things a lot better. So with that being said, I just think with Sunset Overdrive, they made this a lot better, but just by improving, putting their version out of what they thought would make a really good game, and it's a good game. You can't knock it. You can't sit here and say you can sit here and attack the game and say, well, it's like Dead Rising with all the enemies on the screen and going around slicing and all that little stuff, or it's like the jet whatever you just that in the game you just named. But
Dead Rising is a boring game. Jet Set Radio is a very fun
game.
game.
I'm just saying, but listen, what I'm saying, these are the comparisons to this game that I've been hearing. So I'm just saying you can say all that. But that do not change the fact that this game is going to be fun. It's fresh. It's upbeat. And it's going to be a great game. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Like I said, I already got mine pre-downloaded. I'm just waiting for 1201, bro.
Yeah. And basically, like Showstopper said, it's something different. It's vibrant. It looks fun. And while everybody was arguing this year about resolution and frames per second, here was Insomniac Games throwing all of these genres in the bag, shaking the bag up, coming up with something different, something that's fun, something that's exclusive to a certain console, and saying, look, we're putting this thing out here in the wild next week. You guys enjoy it. You guys give us feedback, and that's a good thing. To me, that's next generation, man. I don't want to play another shooter again. I don't. Good. You know what, Dan? Yeah,
I got him, man. You set me up every time.
To me, that's next generation. Give me something new. Give me something I haven't played before. Shake up some genres. Give me something other than frames per second and graphics, or else, most of us are going to get bored and stop playing consoles. So, I got to give Insomniac Games and Microsoft their credit for trying something this bold. Like I told KidSmoove in the group last week. This game, Sunset Overdrive, if you know Microsoft historically, this isn't a Microsoft move. This is like a Nintendo move or a PlayStation move. So this is a huge gamble for Insomniac Games. It's a huge gamble for Phil Spencer and Microsoft, and it's different. And that's what I like about Microsoft.
But they had
giving us
radio.
They're giving us new.
Really pretty.
What's that, Dan? What are you bitching about? What's going on?
I'm not bitching about anything. I'm just saying, they've had games like this before.
And that's fine. And that's why I was trying. That's what I was trying to
It's not
tell
like
you.
anything. There's nothing revolutionary about the game. It's just that
I didn't say.
I think it'll be a good game.
This one
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
it is kind of upsetting that the game is in 30 frames, 900p, but
Here we go.
I hope people just care about the game being good.
This is what I'm saying.
Where it doesn't matter,
you
but
can say
I
that
don't
about
know.
any game created. There's nothing new under the sun. You can say that about any game created. I can sit here and say 2K is not original. I can sit here and say
Fucking basketball game, dude.
Tomb Raider is not original. I can sit here and say, any game. You can go to any game and say any first-person shooter game is not original. You can say anything.
I don't know about that. I think
GoldenEye
GoldenEye was a pretty big deal when that came out because it was like the first FPS that actually worked on a console.
At first, but listen to what I'm saying. Any game after that, you're gonna sit here and compare it to GoldenEye.
Well, yeah, it was just the.
Am I right? Thank you. This is what I'm saying. So it's nothing new that has been done. What's different is the style that it's done in. That's what makes it new.
What, the cartoony
so the
style,
compare
the top style?
No. That's not what I'm sitting here saying. The style that it's done in, the way they are delivering it, the way they are presenting this game, and what's actually in this game is different from. It makes it different. It's just like sitting here saying we are two different artists, and we have the same idea, but it's two different ideas, even though it might be the same thing. You still have a different idea in it. It's something that you put in there that's different from the other person. Because if the other person would have made it, it'd have been different from you because we think different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's different. You can sit here and complain and say, oh, it's like this, it's like that, it's like that. But real talk, that's what haters do. You know what I'm saying? And you got to look at that. We can't enjoy games no more because we comparing games to other games.
Thank you, dude. I think we had this discussion last week.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of that trash. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, I can go on PC and find a bunch of games that's like each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of games. It's nothing new that has not been done before. Nothing.
And Showstopper, dig this, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
No. Dig this, man. Get into what you were saying. And the thing about Insomniac Games and Microsoft trying something different with this game. Listen, to you Sony fans, I know you're listening right now. Like, oh man, listen to you Xbox. You're hyping this game up. Listen, man. It don't matter if the game gets a 10 next week or a 7.8 or a 6. The fact of the matter is that Microsoft and Insomniac tried. That's all I'm asking for this generation show.
And this is what makes it. I'm gonna tell you what makes this game different. 8-player co-op. Online.
That's gonna be crazy.
You're able to play with the whole dang on party chat.
That's gonna be crazy.
That brings a different experience to this game. Not only that, you can play through the story. I mean, the whole thing is this co-op. That is different.
Yeah.
Then all the enemies on the screen and all the little guns, that's the Insomniac style. They're gonna do what they do, like they did with Ratchet and Clank and all this other little stuff that they don't make. But I'm just saying that right there changes the whole game. That they have 8-player co-op. That changed that whole game. That's not nothing done like anything else.
To me, that's next generation. Mix this shit up. Mix it up. Keep us entertained. We don't want to be bored. Now, no offense to the PC elitists, but if you guys want to sit out, I'm not targeting you, Dan. If you guys want to sit out there and argue about resolutions and frames per second, we cannot stop you because you've already decided that that's the discussion. But what Insomniac Games is trying to do, they're trying to mix shit up. They're trying to mix shit up. So for the rest of you developers, hold on, I understand. That's fantastic. For
That's
the rest
not an
of you,
argument. That is just fact.
Okay, that we established that last week. We're talking about Sunset Overdrive, and I'm talking about how what I want out of the next generation is for these developers to mix it up and keep me interested. Because I'm not going to pay $60 for another Call of Duty. I'm not paying $60 for another Battlefield. But I will go out and gladly take $50 in ones to GameStop to get Sunset Overdrive.
In ones.
Okay.
Ain't got any pennies up in there too?
Love that fistful, boy. You love that fistful, don't you?
Fistful of dollars on them cats, man. Yeah.
But I think Insomniac gonna be a great game. If we can talk about the greatness of the game instead of what it's like, I think a lot of people that's going around on YouTube and people that's not having it on their console of choice, which I think this game it has a potential to become to PC, but we'll see. But the thing is it's a great game. I just don't think I don't know where we as gamers has become, where we focus more on certain aspects of gaming, like resolution and stuff that y'all was talking about. This is gonna be a fun game, man. Why can't this game just be what it is? It's gonna be fun. That's what we get into. That's what we get into. We come and we are gamers because we look for the fresh, new, fun idea and experiences. And when we attack these experiences, it takes a lot away from gaming. And I attack a lot of the fanboys on YouTube, and I do a lot of that because I want them to see how they are when they certain things that they say, and I attack that. I never attack Sony because I always say this: I love Sony. I want to see Sony do a lot better.
Who didn't love Sony? Yeah,
but
exactly.
When I'm sitting here saying is, I don't attack Sony personally.
You attack
I attack the fanboys. In every video I have, I always showing you something about how a fanboy act, how they party, and how they go off over numbers and
the hypocrisy.
Who play numbers. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody play numbers. We play games. Get there, and then we can have a discussion. But until we can sit here and start talking about the funness of games and how great they are or how bad they are, there's nothing wrong with talking about how bad a game is. You know what I'm saying? But at least you are sitting here saying it from a gaming point of view that this game just don't look fun to me or whatever. But you also should talk about what you do like about certain games too, because every game you're not gonna like. You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't like Live, to that degree. We was talking about that earlier. But I like 2K, and it's just it's good to have choices. As us as gamers, it's good to have choices.
Well, you want Live to do good because you want Live to do good because it'll help 2K not suck.
Yeah, it'll keep them from being. Maybe they'll fix their fucking servers next year.
It'll keep them from being complacent, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we got to do this because if we don't, people are gonna buy Live."
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's been too long. 2K been taking our money far too long for them not to still have server problems. At some point, they gotta vest.
Look at how complacent Madden got, and look how complacent NHL got after 2K faded away.
Oh,
and
of course.
What was it, Madden 06 on the Xbox 360? You couldn't even change players' numbers and stuff. It was so simple and ridiculous. And you had to wait till like Madden 08 to get a decent franchise experience that
once the competition was gone, Electronic Arts took their foot off the gas pedal. I mean,
people are gonna buy it.
Yeah,
because they have no choice.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. But the thing about, I'm sorry, I wanted to talk about the thing about Sunset Overdrive. You know how like games such as that we have over the year that are mega hits that were like super overhyped. Watch Dogs was completely overhyped. Destiny, oh my god, for a commercial success, it was super hyped. It was a complete.
Look how much money they spent on
Titanfall was considered kind of a neutral. I mean, it had some hype behind it. Some people say it didn't live up to it. Some people are still enjoying it. Who knows? But they all were super hyped. Sunset Overdrive, when I hear people say, "Oh, overhype" or something, Sunset Overdrive and stuff, I don't think Sunset Overdrive was hyped to the extent to any of these games were. I think this game.
I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, you didn't hear too much about it recently.
I'm not gonna lie to anybody here, but I got hype as fuck for Titanfall, and I bought it, and I was kind of let down because I got hype as fuck.
Yeah. And some people feel like that. Though. I like Titanfall.
Titanfall's a great game, though. I think it's pretty.
I just think it's just missing a lot of stuff, like more guns, and more modes. I think without a story mode, that bodied that game because we don't even know the story of it needed a story. It really did. For the first game, it really did need a story.
Don't get along. Go kill each other now. Have fun.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's just killing.
But
That's
I
it.
mean, like, you know what? You know what Titanfall gave me that I was missing for a while, and like, well, at least in dealing with console shooters, it gave me a game that had fantastic gameplay, and that's what I really enjoyed, and that's why I like Titanfall. You know, it was a fun game while I played it. While you know the hype was all up for it, and people were playing the shit out of it. So I mean, like, it's still a game I go play like every now and then, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm loving the new update. I don't know, like what the new modes that they added.
I heard they're adding a horde mode though.
Yeah,
So
they did. They did. It's great. It's great. The Xbox One, I think, and PC versions got it already. I don't think the 360 version got it, but
360 gets like that delayed release for some reason, which I thought is odd. Usually the PC will get the delayed release.
yeah. But the PC and the Xbox One game came out same day and date, with each other. There was like they shared the same day release, and remember it was a different studio that had to work on the 360 version. But well, what I was trying to say about Sunset Overdrive is like, I mean, the thing is that it hasn't had the same amount of hype and anticipation as the other games. And the thing is, I'm glad it's been somewhat under the radar, but on the radar. Muted. You know what I mean? It hasn't been like, oh my god, because then the expectations for the game get through the roof, and to the point where people done drained themselves by watching all these gameplay footages and stuff like that, which I was carefully told myself I won't do.
I stay away from it too. So, I told myself I was gonna stay away from that type of stuff too, because it's killing the games. And I think that's why a lot of games are coming out average.
Yeah,
it's because it's so much media around a lot of these games, and there's no wow factor when you get it in your hands. So if you see so much, I remember I forgot what game it was, but they showed 3 hours of gameplay footage, in-gameplay footage of this game, and 3 hours of the story. Matter of fact, it was Destiny. You know how we played Destiny? We played the first 3 hours of it. So when we got Destiny, what that made that game feel like to us? It made it feel like it was trash. We bashed the mess out of that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, dang, I already did this. I did the first 3 hours. So when you get through the first 3 hours, now everything feels familiar to you because you're so already familiar with this game already. So it takes that wow factor away. And I think less is more.
True.
When it comes to games, when it comes to releasing games, and I think they are showing way too much, and some of it is our fault too, because we want to see a whole lot too.
Yeah.
And we want more. Show me more. What else is in this game? Oh, I can't wait. And then when you get all juiced and you get it in your hands because you don't saw it already, the discovery is gone.
Yeah, it's not as impressive. You know what I mean?
Not impressive.
Moral of the story is don't watch pre-footage of a game.
I tell you one thing.
Trailers,
the day the game release or the day before the game release, either Monday or Tuesday, I can guarantee you what, I'm unfollowing Digital Foundry's ass. Them do.
Just gotta watch like 5 minutes of the gameplay, so you're like, I gotta play it, and then you get it, and you're like, yeah. And then
a game did give me for a while. I ain't gonna lie. When Titanfall got on my hands for the first time, I felt like I was wowed. When Forza Horizon 2, I got to play that for the first time. I felt wowed. Like
that game is beautiful. That game is
And,
when I got to like get my first Titan, I think that's when it like hit me when I was playing Titanfall. I'm like, man, this is cool as shit.
Yeah.
You like your Titan pulls you fucking in.
Oh man. You just look at how bad that game got attacked,
body,
and we couldn't even enjoy.
It's just Call of Duty with nuts.
We couldn't even enjoy the creation of what they what they was able to do. Within that game, how fast paced that game was with mechs in there, and
crazy.
They got like speed bursts and all kind of stuff, and you
double jump,
chaos going all around you. And we couldn't even enjoy that because everybody was attacking it already. And not only that, we had the game for a whole solid week of playing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that bodied that game, man, because once we got the game, it killed it real fast. Because we already played betas. I'm not saying we should stop betas. I just think betas should not be open to a mass amount of people.
I agree.
Not everybody should play the beta.
Yeah.
Not
Because a lot
everybody
of
should
people
play
are
because
using those
they're not
kind
going
of
to look at it
gimmicks,
as
dude.
possible. But
They're using
yeah,
those as freaking like what do you call it, a marketing tool. It's like these open betas. Like every game's getting a beta. Like you know what I mean?
yeah.
Some games you don't. Come on, I don't
Hey,
really need a
buy
beta
this game
for.
so you can get
Case
the
in
beta for
point.
this
Case in
game.
point. Case in point. Destiny got bodied because we all had the alpha and the beta. We played that game already, so the experience that you would have had if you hadn't, and you just looked at the trailer of it and possibly a little bit of gameplay of it, and once you got it in your hands, that experience would have been there. I think that game would have been higher in people's mindset than what it is now because we already don't play that game to death.
But a lot
We
of
all
people
was in
play
party
Fantasy
chats and
Star.
everything talking about Destiny and had a good time laughing it up, and then when the game come out, we like,
Well, a lot of
want that
a lot
game.
of people that play Destiny said, this is just Fantasy Star with first-person shooter mode.
And my thing is about we can get back on Sunset Overdrive and talk about all of these games. Destiny, they got bodied, and Titanfall, they got beat up by his critics and his haters. My question is to you gamers out there, and I know you guys are listening because a lot of you listened to KidSmoove's podcast last week. A lot of you guys listen to Showstopper, and when you see, because this video is of the bomb, and when you see Showstopper's face on this podcast, you're going to tune in. So my question to you guys is this.
Can we get a close-up of Showstopper's face, please?
What do you want from these? What do you want from these developers?
Play right there.
Do you want these developers to get tired of your shit, gamers, and stop making quality games? Because they could do that. They could do that. Like Cliffy B said. Cliffy B walked away and said, "Hey, I'm making games for mobile now because that's where the money is." All of these developers, you don't think these developers that are making these expensive $1 million AAA games aren't looking at Rovio right now and Angry Birds saying, wait a minute, they made this little 8-bit game for the phone and made billions of dollars, and my game is getting bodied by these asshats who just won't let us develop a game, get a product on the shelves, try to entertain you, and now we done changed this whole argument into gameplay, and there's not enough guns in this game, and resolution, and my favorite asshats of all, IGN, I hate them with a passion. I pray that they listen to this podcast and call me out because myself, Crap Gamer, Showstopper, is always going to call IGN out in their shit. These guys had an opportunity to interview the team of Sunset Overdrive. They had a chance to interview Ted Price's team, Insomniac Games, this legendary story developer, and instead of asking them, well, what kind of weapons are in Sunset Overdrive? Well, what's the story of Sunset City? What's going on?
How's the gameplay going to work?
Hold on, dude. Stop for a second. Why are these OD guys attacking Sunset? They didn't ask anything. They asked what resolution is the game in. And I'm like, what the fuck? I remember that. Are you serious?
Man, that's exactly
What's the resolution?
What's the? Please tell me. What's the number of the resolution? That's all they want to know, man. They was thirsty, boy. They was thirsty, boy. That's all they wanted was the
like I told KidSmoove, man. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I've been writing about these games and covering this shit since 2000, and I've never seen this before. I've never seen this kind of asinine reporting. This kind of what resolution is the game in? Like that. So that's going to determine whether you buy the game or not.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what that was for. That's to compare, and you can't even compare this game because it's not on the PlayStation platform. So there's really no reason to ask that question.
Right.
This game is not coming to that competition's platform. I think a lot of people ask because that to Sony dudes, that shows that their console is more powerful. Nobody never argue with them that they have stronger hardware in their box. That's never been the argument. That never been the topic of discussion. We all sit there and said, I haven't seen too many Xbox dudes sit here and said that it's not stronger. A lot of them come out and say, yes, it is. It is stronger. But I think the problem is that it's not as strong as they think it is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The Xbox One is not that far off, not 50% more off. You know what I'm saying? Probably 2, maybe 5 possibly, but not 50% more off.
It's a
when it comes to
difference that's
power.
noticeable.
But the problem that I think Sony is having is that they don't have the people like what Microsoft have to take advantage of the hardware that you have in the box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a lot of people look at us when we talk about DirectX 12 and they be like, "Oh, y'all think it's gonna do something mystical and all this little stuff?" And nobody said that. It's not gonna change the hardware in the box. But what
I
it
don't
does,
know about that.
listen what I'm saying.
I've heard some people
Let me
say some
finish my
ridiculous
point.
things about the X12 though, man.
Listen what I'm saying. What I'm sitting here saying, this is what my opinion. It's not going to change the hardware in the box, but what it will do is use everything in the box. You know, like we were sitting here saying we're using one core right now. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to go from one core to 6.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all we sitting here saying. That's all we sitting here. So you're able to do a little bit more when you have that much power that you're able to use.
About the CPU cores, but I gotta burst your bubble there.
Uh-oh, here we go. Tech talk.
Well, here's the
Okay,
thing:
well, go ahead.
when you use more cores for the game, if anything, it's not gonna make the video quality better. But what it could help with is like the AI being more intelligent. You know, little things here and there. If anything with like graphics or anything, that might actually go down a little bit because it might demand more. But you know, you could get some really nice AI with multi-threaded applications. But I mean, it's not like it's exclusive to the Xbox. I mean, the Xbox and the PS4 use very similar APUs.
It is
That's enough of that.
to the Xbox. DirectX 12 is exclusive.
I mean, they're both made by AMD. Yeah, like the only difference is like the system API.
Are you talking about the hardware, or are you talking about the?
I'm saying the hardware is very similar because it's both made by
they are very similar. That's why I wanted to make sure.
The only thing that's different is that it's different software. One runs a Sony proprietary API, and then the other one's a DirectX.
Video gamers, do yourselves a favor. We have these consoles, I think, until about 2017, 2018. Do yourselves a favor, video gamers, if you're listening. Let these developers develop these games. Let them figure out the hardware. Let them do whatever magic they got to do. Stop worrying about resolutions. Stop comparing it to the PC because time is running out. Because who knows? They're kind of leaning towards this. Maybe. Hold on, dude.
They already know the x86 platform. What are they going to learn more? They've been doing x86 since the original Xbox. The x86 is the PC. No, because you're talking like it's the cell processor or something, dude.
And you never let me finish because I
just want to make you stop so you don't look so ridiculous. I'm not trying to be mean.
Okay, but can I finish though? Can I finish, Dan? Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Okay, maybe I'm looking ridiculous because you PC guys are so stuck on specs. But what I've seen in the past. Can I finish?
I think what you're trying to say is that the Xbox is so much different than a PC, even though it's an x86 based console.
No, I've never said that. If you let me finish.
x86, there's nothing new they're gonna learn on that.
Okay, Dan, great. That's okay. That's what.
I think people should just stop talking about resolution because I think everybody should.
Hold on. I wanted to come back to the point because you said the only thing that it was going to be able to do was the AI. DirectX 12.
Multi-threaded computing, that's what it would do. It would improve the AI.
Understandable. Listen to what I'm saying. From the way I'm understanding DirectX 12, it's going to help the frame rate.
But it's not going to be like groundbreaking. Like I have a low overhead API. There's a low overhead API right now for the PC called Mantle, and it does give a noticeable frame rate boost in certain games, like in Battlefield. I can run at higher settings. I can tune up the anti-aliasing a little bit with Mantle because it's a lower API than DX11 because DX11 is kind of old now. I mean, DX11 was like what? 2009, 2008, 2010. But like, I'm not trying to like shit all over you, saying like, oh no, it sucks.
No. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure I understand your point because you said this is your statement, not mine. You said that only thing that's going to be able to improve, the only thing, listen what you're saying,
Right.
is the AI, and that's not true. That's
it'll improve the AI in certain things, but it's not going to make the graphics better. When you're using more cores, if anything, it'll make the game more demanding, and you might actually see a decrease in visual quality.
Now, can I get back to what I was saying before I was cut off?
It's not the
we started talking about specs and APIs and talking about.
No, I'm not trying to like shit all over you.
No. I'm not taking you as that. What I'm sitting there saying.
Yeah, but I would like to finish what I want to say though. I just want to finish what I want to say, man.
Go ahead, though. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you finish, and then
I think people should just like realize by now that the Xbox One is underpowered, and that it's obviously whatever, it's weak. Okay, just play fucking games on it, man.
Yo, and what you just said, play games on it.
But
play games.
That's what I'm saying.
Go play your Madden. Go play your games.
That's what we're trying to do.
You sat there and said, "This is my whole point." You sat there and said that it's not going. I want to keep ringing that in your head. You said it's not going to do anything but the AI.
It's going to do the AI and certain other background tasks, but this is not going to make your game look prettier. I'm telling you.
No, I'm not. CPU, that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
The CPU has nothing to do with your graphics. It's your GPU.
You're not letting. You're talking so fast that you're not even getting the full understanding of what I'm trying to say to you.
Okay, go ahead.
You're talking very fast, bro. So that's signs of nervousness. Calm down.
Nervousness.
Calm down, bro. Look, bro. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? Let a person. I let you speak. I did not interrupt you. I let you get your full thought out. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to make sure I understand where you coming from, because the understanding that a lot of people have of DirectX 12, even including for the PC, is that it's going to improve a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? As far as hardware, like inside of using that. And that's been my point that I have been making.
Excellent point.
I sat there and I told you before I start, I said it's going to be able to spread the workload across multiple cores, where we was going from 1 core to 6. The only thing you did, you came out and said,
but
I don't mean to bust your. This is what I'm sitting here saying.
The video
I'm still talking, bro. You're still talking, bro. I didn't even.
I'm not arguing with
I didn't even.
you. I'm just trying to help you out.
I didn't even sit here and say anything about the visuals. I didn't say anything about the visuals. What I sat there and said is that the workload, what DirectX 12 would be able to do, is spread the workload across 1 core and across 6. What we'll be able to use to improve. And I also said it was not going to change anything in the box. You automatically went from me talking about 1 core to 6, and you went and took a jab at it.
I'm not taking a jab at multi-threaded processing.
I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I'm out. I'm done. Let's move on, bro.
I think you guys are just getting very offended.
I'm not getting offended. I was just trying to explain to you.
Guys,
you misinterpreted my point. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I was making a point, but you didn't.
You don't even let me finish when I say anything, man. It's really hard for me to get a word.
I sat here and let you talk. I didn't even say anything. I let you talk. I said
you let me talk for like 5 seconds and then talk over me.
No, that was not me interrupting you. That was other dude in here. Oh, him right there.
Okay.
But I didn't interrupt you.
Regardless.
All right, but you
yeah.
All right, E-Rock, let me hear it. E-Rock, let me try to get his point across.
Let me finish my point, because it backs up kind of what Showstopper's saying. We can sit here and argue about specs all day, about the PlayStation 4, about the Xbox One being weak. What I was trying to say earlier before I was cut off was, gamers, let these developers develop games. Because when we stop badgering them about resolution, about power, and about how weak the console is, and we let the developers develop games, do you know what happens? We get Donkey Kong Country. We get Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. We get Uncharted 2, Among Thieves. We get Crysis 2. We get Forza Horizon 2. When we just lean up off these developers and let them develop and stop worrying about what's inside the box, and we start getting back to creativity, we start getting back to fidelity, storytelling, and narrative, we get some surprises. But if we're going to keep turning the conversation into horsepower and graphics cards, We are all going to lose, and this generation's going to be arguing about APIs and CPUs, and nobody's going to have any fun. This Tuesday, go out, buy Sunset Overdrive, and have some fun. And remember what it was like to be a gamer back when you first played Donkey Kong Country and you weren't worrying about what was inside the box. That's my only argument. If you want to understand E-Rock 8150 and what he's about, that's what he's about. Enjoying these games and having fun and letting these creators. Nobody goes into Steven Spielberg's workshop and be like, "Yo, Steven Spielberg, you're not using 1086." We let him do what it is he's doing. Let these developers give us these games and stop worrying about the horsepower, or else you gamers, you're going to get lost in the shuffle. You're going to be arguing about resolution this entire generation, and you're going to sit back and watch the Wii U users have fun, because they're not having this discussion. They're having fun over there on that underpowered console, and they're laughing at us right now having this discussion. So let's get back to gaming, please.
You got a good point. And the thing is, Dan, this does not warrant a response, but there's many developers that came out and said they have not yet tapped into the full power of the Xbox One. Whereas we had people said that the PS4 is like damn near tapped out, that they're pushing that what it has. So I did want to throw that out. So it's not. You said people were familiar with the x86, which is
they
cool.
are. No.
Based
I'm
on
not
that, but I think
they didn't just this is x86 hardware. This is
they didn't
know
just
how to
take
work
this to the
on.
Xbox 360 and put it in the Xbox One. No, there's other stuff they have to wrap their heads around, dude. And
Like it's DirectX and x86.
SRAM, they didn't know how to work. They're still trying to figure out how to input the cloud computing and how they want to use it, because that still hasn't been used to its full potential. There's a lot of things going on with the console that has not been touched yet. So
Here, let me just say one thing, and I'm just gonna be very simple.
No, go ahead.
I think the console gamers should stop arguing what's more powerful, the Xbox One, the PS4, whatever. The PS4 is a little bit more powerful. Okay, whoopee. But it's not like we get it that it doesn't run 1080p. I get that it doesn't run games at 60 frames per second when they get a little bit demanding. And, I don't think you should have to justify that a game is good because it's in 30 frames a second.
Yeah.
But, I think people, well, at least the fanboys should just realize, okay, they're weak consoles. Okay, just play games on it. Stop arguing. The hardware is the hardware. This is what you're going to deal with for the next 5 years.
Exactly.
So,
that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
And I have a good question for you, Dan, and please don't try to flip this question in any way. All right. So with your PC mindset, with your state of mind, you want the best at what you got, right?
It wasn't really
No. I'm setting up my question.
All right, I'll let you. Okay.
All right. So now, knowing what you know now about PCs and what you can do if you have like the best that you can possibly get on your rig, right? Now, say if you were limited to consoles, right? And now the power is not in your hands; it's in the now is what would you rather the developer give you a game at 1080p 60 frames per second, but super half-assed because that's all they could do to get it at 1080p 60 frames per second, or do you want them to get the best possible thing they can get out of the game at let's say a 900p 60 frames, or a 1080p 30 frames, or 900p 30 frames? What would you prefer? Would you prefer that they cap out on the resolution and frame rate and less enemies and less particles and less effects going on, shortened story, less modes? Or would you prefer the more complete game just at a slight lower resolution and at a lock frame rate that's not quite 60?
If you want my answer,
yeah.
I don't think I should even have to choose that. I think I should just be able to get the game and not worry about that it's not at 1080p. I think, by now, I shouldn't have to settle. I don't want to settle on something. And to me, settling on gameplay or just resolution or just the frame rate of the game, I think that's really lame. I should be able to have all of it. Why not?
Well, that's great, but the thing is, here's the problem. Now, you have a PC which you can upgrade at any time to get whatever you want. Whatever they can build for it, you can get. You know what I mean? Whereas the consoles, like I said, it's supposed to last us like was it 5-7 years maybe. And the thing is, it's not about like we've made it, and not we as in me, but the public or the gaming community with an association of the PC guys with 1080p or 4K 60 frames per second has to be the standard, and PlayStation with the belief that they're getting 1080p 60 frames per second still haven't gotten it yet, of saying that's the standard. And so the thing is now it's just this expectation by developers where they have to literally choose for a PR standpoint, for some good PR, they have to say, damn, if we get 1080p, our game will sell.
Hey, KidSmoove,
less than 1080p, we gonna get bad press. Now, that's why they're making decisions on that because of the shit they might get on the internet. You know what I mean?
They're calling us asshats now.
You're all asshats.
We're all asshats. So, I mean, I love my video games, man. Like I said, if you came to me asking me what the fuck 1080p or 30 frames per second was, I would have been scratching my head. You know what I mean? I was scratching my head. Like I didn't know anything, really pay any mind to it until Resolution Gate happened in, like, I want to say September or October 2013 when they were starting to reveal what was going on with the Xbox One and PS4 games and whatnot. But the thing is, it's what people need to know and what people need to hear is not really a big deal, because honestly, majority of you guys, except for those who play on PC who have their minds and eyes set on this shit, did not know what resolution, what frame rate your game was running. You know, unless they had poor frame rate where you can actually see the screen tearing throughout the games. And I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. You know, I enjoyed Rise Son of Rome. I enjoyed Plants vs. Zombies. Dead Rising even had horrible frame rates. I enjoyed that game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You just got to start appreciating games for what they offer. You know what I mean? If you feel that a game is of value to you, whether it be because of the graphics or the gameplay, or just because it's like your favorite type of game and you finally got it, appreciate it. Don't freaking feel discouraged because some asshat said, it's 900p, this game's weak. You know what I mean? And the thing that drives me nuts about this game, and I hate when PC guys say this, or anybody, I'm sorry, PC guys,
I take offense to that, man.
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry. I mean, Dan. But I hate when people say, when the game is exclusive to the Xbox One, let's say a game that's only was at the time only available to the Xbox One, and it's, let's say, 900p 30 frames per second or 900p 60 frames per second. Like, this dude was getting in an argument with me. He was like, if this game was on the PlayStation 4, it would be 1080p 60 frames per second and stuff like that. This game's would look so much better if it came to PC. But my question is, right now this game is only on the Xbox One. It's only being optimized right now for the Xbox One. How would you know what it looked like on any other platform? Like,
it'll just look prettier.
You don't have like pre-future visions where the shit, like, you can just tell what they're going to use. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. Like, some of these games, right, we haven't got to see what they even look like in 1080p for us to say, that game is whack or that game looks bad, because we're seeing it as it's presented to us. You know what I mean? So I think people need to chill out. I know I've been rambling. Nice.
No, you're rambling. No, you're fine. That was a good point. I understand some things that is your name Dan?
I feel like we've just been talking about resolution and frame rate. We should just be talking about games, dude.
Understandable.
We can't.
I want to talk about my
listen, why every time I talk, you interrupt? You know what I'm saying? I didn't interrupt nobody. Once again, okay, but shut your mouth. Listen, what I'm saying.
I just want to talk about Stuff Beyond Earth. Come on.
Just let me finish my thought. That's all I'm asking you, bro. Okay? Shh. So I was about to give you a compliment, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you don't kind of mess that up. You know. But anywho, one thing he did say that Dan said that I thought was good. I don't think any of us, for our expectation for a game, whatever that may be, your expectations may be different. Because each of us is different. We expect different things out of games. We shouldn't have to settle on our expectations for what a game is. So for him saying that, I agree with him. You should not have to settle. You know, if a gamer wants 1080p, 60 frames per second, if that's what their experience and the experience that they want out of a game, they should have that. You know what I'm saying? They paying their money for a game. You know, I don't believe that, you know, it shouldn't be. Now, if you ask me a personal question of what I prefer, it don't matter to me as long as the game is fun. But I cannot knock a person for what they experiences that they want from a specific game.
Of course.
And that's basically what I think a lot of people get into a lot of different little arguments about resolution, about a lot of these other little tedious things that really don't mean that much, but it means a lot to a few. Or maybe the majority or whoever that may be. You know what I'm saying? But to a lot of real gamers or those that just love the story, the gameplay, the funness of the game, it really don't matter. You know, but you know, you got a lot of guys out here now to where 1080p really do matter to them for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And they have a right to want that. Because that's what's been promised to them from their console of choice. But you cannot tie all console of choice to that standard. You know what I'm saying? When the other console of choice might have mentioned it, but they didn't mean it as a standard, where Sony came out and said 1080p 60 frames, and they meant it as a standard. You know what I'm saying? So, and we still haven't seen 1080 60 in a lot of games, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying that's what their gamers is looking forward to. So if that's what they want, they got a console for that. But it's a lot of people that just enjoy great games, having fun, playing great games. You know, I've been having a blast on my Xbox One, and it's been fun. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the resolution, and listen, that's all I'm saying.
And for you PC guys, listen, man, I think we have a misunderstanding. Like, for you PC guys, I understand where you're coming from, man. You paid $2,000 for a rig, and you want the best possible version of Call of Duty or Battlefield that you can get. You don't want it dumbed down like the console versions or whatever, what have you. I understand that. But your argument isn't with the console gameplays. Your argument is with the developers. Go to them and say, listen, man,
that's what we've been doing.
Give us the best. But here's the thing, though, with the PC, what the developers are saying.
There's a lot of people in the PC community that are against gaming parity, like, you know, certain games being locked at 30 frames per second when they come out, no sliders for anti-aliasing,
and do you know
none of that, and that's lame.
And do you know why?
And it's not like we yell at you. I don't yell at you. It's not your fault.
But Dan,
do you know the developers' fault?
Do you know why the developers aren't listening? Because, dude, listen, and this goes to all the PC guys out there.
They do it because they get paid. They get paid by Microsoft.
No. The developers have always.
No, I'm not kidding. You can go look it up. You can.
The developers have always gone where the money is, and I know you guys think there's a lot of money in the PC, but guess what? You go to these developers, they say, look, man, we want the best version of Call of Duty. Those developers are going to be like, man, fuck you. We're not giving you the best version of Call of Duty. We're going to give you the version we're giving to these other consoles because that's where our money's at. That's where our bread and butter's at, man. It's a numbers game.
But that shouldn't happen, though. It shouldn't be.
Your battles with the developers, man. That's where your battle is.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's your fault. I never said it was your fault. I never said it's your fault, you dumb console gamer. Duh. No.
All right.
I'm not blaming the gamers.
Wait. Let's move on to the next.
Yo, anybody? A couple things that I got to see. I know they're a bit ways away, but you know we got a little bit of new Quantum Break footage. Looks freaking awesome. And it's like some weirdo asked me, why isn't let me not call him a weirdo. I think he watching. But some people asked me, Quantum Break doesn't have multiplayer because he was trying to compare it to the Order, and he was mad that I was criticizing the Order for not having multiplayer. He said Quantum Break doesn't have multiplayer. I'm like, why would Quantum Break need multiplayer? Whereas the Order, you see, that's a like, you know, shooter.
Shooter.
You know, multiple people. You know, it has some sort of, whether it be co-op or some sort of multiplayer. And I'm like, out of all games, you gonna pull out? Oh, he could. Yeah, that's the only game he had to pull out because every game on Xbox for the most part has multiplayer.
And the online it works.
I'm sorry. Oh shit, but yeah, but no, that game looks freaking dope. And the other game
Yeah.
that I got to see, IGN Lucky, they got some footage on Halo 4 running at 1080p 60 frames per second
Mm-hmm.
for the for the remaster. Man, that thing looks gorgeous, man.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that game in a couple years, so
Neither have I.
excited
I'm
about
a
it.
bit disappointed they didn't add ODST in it.
Well, ODST is a
ODST was pretty cool, man.
but it's
Don't
called the
knock
Master Chief Collection. Master
Yeah,
Chief
there
had
you go.
nothing to do with
There
ODST
you go.
or Halo Reach. So it's all only following Master Chief's campaign.
only
man.
only Master Chief.
Yeah.
I was
Maybe
really
they'll make a
blown
new.
away.
They'll make a separate collection for ODST, maybe.
I was really
Collection
blown
is only
away
been
by.
one.
I was really blown away by what they showed by Quantum Break. I had no idea that that team at Remedy was that far ahead on development. The video that I saw on YouTube was not what we were shown at E3. It was like a behind closed doors demo that is on the internet now. And for everybody out there that was saying when they first saw this first look at Quantum Break over a year ago, and they were like, "Oh man, that's not really the graphics." They showed the demo. That is the graphics. And even though I can't understand a thing that developer Sam Lake is saying in his video, the video he sounds like he's from Transylvania. But the gameplay is just incredible. The graphic fidelity and the detail. And I'm like, that is really what I'm talking about. That game is something different. The ability to freeze time, and it's all of this stuff going on. And I mean, I was really impressed by that video. I mean, I can't wait to get my hands on
Like the
Quantum Break.
Matrix.
You know, the thing about the game that freaking like caught me, that it wasn't really explained, and it was the same video I think we're talking about. You know how we was like, yeah, they can freeze time, you can shoot the bullets back at them, or you can like escape things, but it goes in that clip. They showed it a bit further where how you have to
You breaking
get
up, man. You robot, bro.
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
you
you
robot.
are, man.
You robot for
my
real.
goodness.
Hold on,
I mean,
hold on.
you were sitting here, bro. I'm telling you. They call us Xbots, but God.
You robot for real.
It's like he playing Pong.
Do I sound better? Do I sound better?
Yeah, you sound better now, man.
Cool.
You clean now.
All right, so that video on the Quantum Break, it like the more of the adventure part of it. You know how you have to freeze time to get around something, but the thing is, it's like something. It doesn't last too long. So say if you freeze time, but there's something in that's happening during that motion that you couldn't freeze, and it just kind of keeps dipping in and out, and you kind of have to like beat it. You have to make it to where you need to go before that thing comes back and kill you and whatnot. I was like, yo, that's dope. I'm thinking you only can use freeze time for like the battles and stuff like that when you're in a big shootout, but the way that they're making it take advantage throughout the whole game and stuff like that, that looks freaking epic. And the guys at Remedy always do something good with their games. You know what, they did Max Payne and Alan Wake, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Alan Wake, Max Payne, yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, that game, just like the way it's set up, the graphic fidelity, and I really wasn't expecting it to look that good. I mean, when the guy steps on that bridge, and those folks, they're like sitting down, and somebody's been shot, and that lady's got her mouth open. She's like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "Are you serious?" That game is just, I mean, they went balls to the wall with that game. I mean, I can't wait. And that's another Xbox One exclusive. So, you got an Xbox One, man, you're just getting smothered with exclusives. So, it's crazy.
Can anybody
I
name
can't
me
wait
any exclusives on the PS4? Because I don't know.
They
They
have
They have something, right?
That's coming. Yeah,
Well,
they
that's
got
out,
Killzone. They had
That game
Infamous.
was boring
They
though.
had MLB The Show. They had
Yep.
MLB The Show. They had
Got the only
Drive
baseball game.
Club. They had most of it after that is pretty much indies, bro.
Little Big
It's
Planet's
pretty.
coming.
It came from the PC. It's like a lot of PC ports. From
I don't know.
games that y'all really.
This is like a non-biased like view, but like when I like look at consoles to consider buying, I don't see any games that are really like standing out there for me as far as the PS4 goes. Like there's no game I want. Like at least on the Xbox One, I at least want like Forza Horizon 2. I'd like to have that. Sunset Overdrive would be pretty fun to play, but like there's no games that really do that for me on the PS4. And then like the Wii has all those Nintendo games because Nintendo.
Let me ask you a question, man. What kind of gamer are you? What's your genre?
I don't know. I'll typically play anything. Like, there's a game that just came out that I really want to get called I was talking about it earlier. Is Civilization Beyond Earth, where basically it's the spiritual successor to um Alpha Centauri.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Alpha Centauri, you have your own like space civilization, and you went through culture,
Okay.
military, where you just destroy everybody, or economy, whatever. And
Right.
they have a new element in the game, the aliens, and they're not like barbarians were in Civ, where they're just annoyance and you kill them, whatever. They destroy your stuff, and because they're the barbarians. Like the aliens, you can kind of like work with them, and they can kind of like work for you, and they can really influence the game. And I thought that was pretty neat, given the fact that you have an AI in the game that can actually be relevant and not just something to destroy. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And one thing I do want to
So you
point
just
out.
play everything.
Huh? What was that?
My question was, you just play everything.
I'll play it with either
With
like
Steam, you
interest
better.
me or whatever. Like if it's something I like or something my friends are playing, that'll be something I'll play. Like
Okay.
a lot of my friends play Counter-Strike and a lot of them play StarCraft, so I'll play StarCraft and Counter-Strike, even though like I'm fucking balls at Counter-Strike. But Counter-Strike is just a game that's all about mechanics. Same with StarCraft. Like these games are all about who can play the game better than the other guy, not
Okay.
who can abuse aim assist better than the other guy.
Okay, I got you.
But for those who don't know, Assassin's Creed Unity is available for preload on the Xbox One. If you haven't, I don't know, get it. I'm still thinking about it. I'm on the fence.
Getting it.
I need
also
Showstopper
on
to convince
PC
me
and
one of these days.
PlayStation as well.
But to all my bros who are going digital on the Xbox One, that means you buying your games digital. They for every game, I think for every 3 games you buy, you get like $20.
Yeah.
So I was surprised with $20. I ended up using that $20 on the season pass for Sunset Overdrive. But it's a good incentive. They're coming out with many things that help influence people buy digitally. I'm actually curious to see what's going to happen on Black Friday. I got a feeling that they got something in store for us on some video games. It might be last year's game sales, but I think they're going to do something big for us. And I'm pretty sure we'll be hearing something about that in a couple weeks.
That'd be nice.
Nice. Man, it definitely will be. So anybody want to predict meta scores of what they're going to do for Sunset Overdrive?
Who cares what they are?
Which Metacritic, I don't. Yeah, it's probably be about 80s, probably 80s.
Yeah.
I think it's
Will
gonna.
The game be a success? 85.
Yeah, it'll be I think the game's gonna be. Well, Destiny was.
I mean, like,
6 or 7. It was.
Look at all the meta scores for all the new games coming out, and like, look how low they are. I think if it gets an 85, that's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah. No. The 80s are. I mean, you want to have all sorts of success on your games, whether it be like public opinion and sales and whatnot. And I think it'll be a successful game no matter what. And we'll see that in the MPDs. If it doesn't sell a lot of software, we know it would have sell a lot of hardware, because what we're hearing from Amazon that the white Xbox
sold out.
My boy Darian's Best Buy in Florida, he said they were sold out there.
I still think I think the sales of Sunset Overdrive is going to probably be hurt. A lot of people going digital on both platforms.
Yes.
So you can't really predict what really the game actually really sold. Only thing you can do is go off of what they sold in the store.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about that, because I think that's going to get blown out of proportion with because a lot, like myself, I know I got the game digital. I know about 10 other people that got it digital. just on my friends list that I just talked to, and they said, I'm downloading it now because I don't want to go through the hustle and bustle of the
Oh, the
release,
install, yeah.
and
I
being
gotta,
at
I
the
gotta
store,
ask you
then
guys a
installing the game
question.
and all that trash. But let me
How many
finish my
more
thought, though,
games?
bro.
Okay.
But I just think.
I just wanted to say how many
You
of your
killing me,
games are
bro.
digital now.
Hey Dan, listen. Hey Dan, listen. Do you know who this is? This is Showstopper, dude. This was your
Don't
one
worry
chance.
about it, man.
I
Don't
saw
worry
this
about
show
it. Don't worry.
stopper.
Hey Dan, this was your
I
one
am
chance to go
impressed.
into the big time, and you blew it, dude. You blew it.
I stopped.
I'm
I
really
stopped
being patient with
HBK.
homie, man. I'm about to start
Oh,
ripping
man.
in
The
a
heart
minute,
of the
man. But
heartbreak
Hey,
I'm gonna let it go,
Show.
man.
Hey, Show.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, bro. He did this to me all last week. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah,
I get all of you. You're all mine.
But anywho, but like I was saying, I just think it's gonna affect what this game actually really sold. So but go ahead with your thought though, bro.
No, I wanted to just ask, like, how many of you are shifting more into non-physical
Digital.
media now, as far as everything? Because, like, I hardly use my disk drive ever. I
Yeah,
bought a
I
Blu-ray
did.
drive.
My disc drive for Xbox One. Yeah, I think I watched 2 Blu-rays in it so far.
Yeah, I don't use it
Maybe.
for movies at all. So only thing I'm getting far as this, especially going into next year, is my sports games because I know I'll trade that trash in once a
Yeah.
new one come out.
Right.
But
I think I want to
right.
get GTA.
some of my adventure games,
Physically.
and my platformers and stuff like that hopefully will come. I will keep those. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a lot of good games coming. Anybody try out that Shadow Warrior? It's just snuck onto the marketplace overnight. $41.
Shadow
yeah,
Warrior.
I didn't. That game snuck up on everybody, man. They wouldn't even talked about it. Just boom, here it is. It's a game.
It's a first person like combo. It's the shooter and like first person. It's like
Oh, I
Yeah.
know about Shadow Warrior. Yeah, it's like tongue in cheek, sort of like 80s type. Is that what you're talking about? That game, Shadow Warrior.
It's a first person. You got like a sword and you can also. I think it's shooting in there too. I didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, and the guy's killing and making
it's a first
wisecracks.
person shooter. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's snuck up on everybody.
Yeah.
I really don't know too much about that game right now.
Yeah.
I seen the trailer of it, but that's just about it. I ain't really, go into depth with it like some of the other games.
Anybody here have an experience with Scuff?
What kind of stuff?
Scuff.
Scuff. I don't know what that is.
You know, Scuff controllers.
No.
Really?
You lost us, man. You lost the shit out of me,
How
man.
how can you be an
Last
Xbox
week it was
fan and not know
StarCraft.
what Scuff is?
Last week it was StarCraft. This week is Scuff. What's Scuff, man?
Dude. Yeah,
Dang, he got you feeling some type of way.
I'm gonna put the link because I can't
Yo,
really
man.
tell you
Man.
everything.
Don't
I just want to show you what they do.
don't be trying to body us on this show, man. We trying to talk about gaming,
Scuff
man. We don't know about no
gaming.
Scuff.
Okay.
But Scuff
but
Gaming
anyway.
is a peripheral manufacturer, and they make custom controllers.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think you should check them. I think if you're on an Xbox,
I've
you
been
should
look, I've been recent.
check
I've
out some
been
neat stuff. They make.
shopping around, window shopping for custom controllers and who I want to do it and whatnot. But I don't know much.
I feel like some of these people kind of rip you off, though. It's like, we're gonna make you pay $100.
Yeah.
But Jerry, you had mentioned early about sorry to cut you off, bro. You mentioned earlier about Assassin's Creed, and me personally, man, like a lot of these games, maybe I'm missing a lot of stuff, man. I'm missing Shadow of Mordor. I'm missing Assassin's Creed, but I am not excited at all. I wasn't excited about what's that last Ubisoft game? The game where the guy runs around and hacks. You know, the one
Watch
that was,
Dogs.
yeah, I wasn't excited about Watch Dogs. I'm not excited about the next Assassin's Creed. Now, the Xbox blockbusters, Sunset Overdrive, Master Chief Collection, Halo 5, Forza 2, Forza Horizon. I was excited about those games because they're big budget exclusives. But, like, Assassin's Creed, like, I think the last Assassin's Creed game I had, man, was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And it seemed like every Assassin's Creed game is the same shit. Sneak around, slit some guy's throat in the alley. I mean, the same shit over and over again. So my question is, are gamers actually expecting something different from this latest Assassin's Creed? Besides pretty graphics?
I think it's that 4-player co-op thing. It looks kind of interesting. You know what I mean?
That's
what kind of drew me in a little bit. Like I said, I haven't played Assassin's Creed since I want to say 2007. I believe that's when the first one came out. And stealthy games aren't really my type. So the thing is, I mean, there's some I can deal with, some I can't. But I don't know. I'll see what my friends. I'll see what Showstopper's doing. I'll try to catch some gameplay from him. It's not day one for me, but it's probably eventually for me.
Because everybody's going ape shit over these games like Watch Dogs. You know, man, the next Assassin's Creed. No, it's 900p on both consoles. And then these games come out and you forget about them in like 72 hours. You fucking forget about them.
Yeah.
You forget about them.
I just want to apologize for my loud keyboard. Sorry.
That's all right. But no, we about to shut this down. You know, I want to thank everybody for joining us and watching and listening, and I want to thank Showstopper for coming through again, looking out for the kid, and E-Rock. I'm gonna have you on here normally. You know what I mean? So you guys gonna get used to E-Rock. Of course, Sad. You know. Sometimes need you to neutralize it a little bit, but
you can't contain the beast that is the PC gamers.
No, I'm just happy you were able to join it.
Are all on borrowed time.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. You might see a little bit of me if you see me at all next week, and then the first week, 2 weeks in November, I might. Look for me on Twitch, because that's where I'll be, because I'm going to be playing more games, and I'll be I'm doing videos and stuff like that. But
how's that Elgato going for you?
It's good. It's great.
I thought the Xbox One had a internal video card. I mean,
it does. I use the Elgato mostly for like if I wanted to do longer clips, because the thing is the Xbox does about 5 minutes.
I used to tell people like, yo man, the Xbox One's got a freaking capture card in it. That's a big deal. Like those things are expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, what it does. But the thing is, the reason why I got the Elgato is for different things I need to show. For example, with the Xbox capture card, I can't record the dashboard and stuff like that. I can't record me watching Netflix. I can't record my Skype calls or something like that. So it's like I really got the Elgato to kind of show people what the Xbox can do and some other things, and just to do extended videos when I need the more than 5 minutes of a clip. So, but for those who actually don't, because there's some people who are unaware of like the whole Xbox Record That or the whole Upload Studio thing. That's one amazing thing on the Xbox One, and I took full advantage of it. You can check out my earlier YouTube videos. But it's one thing, everybody, for watching. And check back with us next Saturday, 9 o'clock. Let's talk games.
Hey, Smooth. Can I say
we will talk games, not resolutions, please.
Go ahead, Show.
I learned something new today, and I learned something new about PC gamers today. Reason why they so annoying, everybody, is because they lonely, and it's the reason why they so mouthy. You know what I'm saying? I try to be
lonely. I got like 35 friends online on Steam.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what happens. It's another one down there in the troll too down there that loves to hear himself talk. So if you want to be a PC gamer, you want to be mouthy, go ahead and enjoy all that. And that's all I got to say, man. It's your boy Showstopper.
You can be.
Hey, Showstopper. Hey, Show.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just sad there was no ponies here to tell you it's an outrage. It's an outrage.
Because, man, oh, God, bro, you got to put a button on that lip, bro. I'm telling you, bro. God.
Yeah. But we
Go
out.
Ahead, though. I'm sorry. We out.
Nah, we out, man. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week.
Go play Civilization Beyond Earth. It's a great game.
Upgrade your rig.
Yeah, buy new graphics cards for your Xbox.
Oh man, we need some ponies here next week.
Games.